Do you believe in parallel universes? This is a story that cannot be explained. It is not just one person. Several people are telling the exact same story. And in the end, the same name always appears. The same word keeps coming back, again and again. Sete Alen. This term first started becoming known through a community on the old social network Orkut, created by a man named Luciano Millet. Luciano remembers something that happened in the 1990s when he got on a bus while heading home from college, just like he normally did after class. As usual, he sat down and was reading something, minding his own business and paying attention to nothing else around him. Then, an old man approached him and asked, "You are not heading to the other side, are you?" Startled, he replied, "The other side? What do you mean?" At that moment, everything changed. The atmosphere inside the bus became strange, almost unnaturally strange, as if something had shifted all at once. One by one, people began staring at him, and suddenly, everyone started shouting at the same time, "Get off right now! Get off!" Terrified, he looked out the window. The bus was going in a completely different direction from its usual route, nothing like the way it normally went, nothing like the road he knew. He took the chance and got off the bus, and when he turned around, the bus had already disappeared. A few years later, Luciano shared this experience online, and from that point on, people with similar stories began to appear, one after another, telling things that sounded disturbingly close to his own experience. One of them was Antonia's story. One day she got a phone call, and a voice said, "Bring your daughter." Antonia thought it was strange, because she was sure her daughter was at home, exactly where she was supposed to be, exactly where she should have been. Annoyed, she hung up, but the next day, her daughter disappeared. 7 days later, when they found her, she told a shocking story. She said that a man with yellow eyes had taken her to a place called Sete Alen. She said she had stayed there for 7 days, and that only after being dragged downstairs was she able to return home. There, she said she saw her father. Another story is the story of Sandro, who lived in São Paulo. After moving, he found a drum inside a cabinet in the house. It felt strange, but he brushed it off and did not think too much about it at the time. A few days later at a party, a couple he had never seen before asked him about that object. Sandro changed the subject. But that night, someone knocked on the door of his house. When he opened it, a young man was standing there. He said he was the son of the couple from the party, and he said he wanted to come inside. Inside the house, a bizarre scene unfolded. That drum was an object used in ancient rituals. It was used to punish children or reward them. If the children behaved well, they were sent to a happy place. But if they did something wrong, they were taken to a dark place. There they had to eat insects and cockroaches, and according to the story, they went through all kinds of suffering, all kinds of pain. The name of that place was Sete Alen. Sandro brushed the story off. But the next day his older brother disappeared. That boy and that couple were never seen again. In the end, Sandro destroyed the drum, and he never heard any news about his brother again. But that was not the end. Similar stories kept appearing, and one of them, the girl from Sete Alen. He still remembers that question. Sete Alen, what is that? That night, he was driving alone. There was no one on the road. Then he saw a girl standing by the side of the road, alone, not moving. He stopped the car. The girl did not say a word. She opened the door and got into the car. She sat down in the seat next to him. He looked at the girl. Her skin was pale. She had no expression on her face. And the girl grabbed his arm, a cold hand. At that moment, he noticed a smell, a rotten smell. He could not say a word. Then the girl spoke. "Sete Alen, what is that?" For a few seconds, there was no sound at all. The girl let go of his arm. She opened the door and got out without ever looking back. When he looked again, the girl was gone. The road was empty. This is one of the many stories in which people say they came into contact with another dimension. And maybe the scariest part is not the disappearances or the unexplained events, but the fact that inside Sete Alen, not a single person has ever returned to the same place, as if each case leads to a different parallel world.